What's cracking, people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Jack 2. In the last one, we did a job for crew and helped out the lurkers in a weird twist of irony. In this one, I'm gonna fire off a shot because I've been being a dumb, and we're going to now go and do another mission for crew because right now, just want to keep this string of missions up. There is a mission for us for Vin, and we're not gonna do it for a while. But there's the one I think it is. It is a fun one, but I want to get the crew stuff out the way. So I think, if I remember correctly, this one should be another. I won't spoil it right now. So yeah, sorry I'm a bit out of it right now. I'm trying to remember what all we exactly did in the last one. I know we helped out Brooder. I think his name was Brooder. And we found out a little bit more world building. You know, the lurkers are pretty much slaves and whatnot, which I thought was pretty interesting. They go from being the big bads of the first game to, yeah, they're a little more than lowborn scum now.
Years ago, when I was an art collector, I hit the local museum to borrow a famous statue of Ma, the founder of Haven City. In his hands, the statue held the ruby key to the city, an artifact of surpassing beauty. And, of course, priceless worth, eh?
Oh, I just love art.
While smuggling the huge statue through the sewers, eh? A grueling rainstorm flooded the whole place. The statue and 5 of my best men were swept away.
That's terrible.
Yes. A tragic loss. I've missed that statue ever since. The sewers have been so full of water and metalheads that I can't get anyone to go down there and retrieve the artifact. But you're special, Jack. You can do it.
Jack? Hey, what am I, chub liver?
Oh, don't I wish? Now go down there, drain the sewers, and find that statue at the bottom. Bring back the ruby key artifact, and it will open up doors beyond our wildest dreams, eh?
Great. More mucking in the mud.
I hate to burst your bathtub bubbles, baby, but that ain't just mud down there.
Daxter, why? Why? So yeah, another mission for crew. This was actually, this was the mission I thought we were gonna do last part, but I forgot the Brooder stuff came this early. I honestly thought it came a little bit later. But yeah, so we're gonna do this little gig for crew right now, and the more missions we do for crew, the more how do I put this? It's kind of like, okay, so you ever play Scarface: The World Is Yours for the original Xbox and PlayStation 2? It's kind of like that, where he is this scumbag, you know, like kingpin boss type, but for the life of you, you can't help but loving it, you know? It's like he oozes enough charisma and charm that's like, okay, I'm gonna get behind this, but then you remember, oh, this guy's a sleazeball, you know? Like, he'll kneecap you first chance you get. And I'm sitting there thinking, what? I'm sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, you know? It's like I shouldn't be liking you at all, but I kinda do, you know? It might just be due to the fact that the voice actor is just loving his job so much. Like, you can tell this guy's like, so I want to play a fat, floating crime boss who likes to double talk and ease. Oh, I did that by mistake. Oh well. Oh well. It should laugh a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to bring out the jet board and I may have accidentally hit the L2 button instead of the R2 button. Ah well, we shouldn't need the Dark Jack form down here, but hey, we'll see what happens. Yeah, R2 button. I don't know why I hit the L2 button. I should know this by now. Okay, so yep. Now, if I remember correctly, did we go this way? No, we do not. I think we just continue on like normal. Yeah, you never know if you're gonna need this. But yeah, it's just like the more he goes on, the more you're like, should I or should I not like this guy? No, I think we go this way actually. You gotta be careful here. You fall off the jet port for any reason here, you die instantly. This is one of those heated pipe tunnels, and you'll just, it's like touching lava. You're just gonna die. Now, I believe we gotta go this way because this way wasn't opened up to us first time around, and now we have the jet board. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so remember I said we're gonna be doing a lot of jet board stuff for the next little while? Yeah, this is what I meant. This is okay. Okay, watch it. Okay, who puts mines in the sewer? I understand that there's like we got a few metal heads around here, but I get the feeling that the what's the word I want to use here? The toxic surprises floating about would do the trick just fine, you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, now let me go down here. Remember, this part gave me some trouble when I first came through here because I just kept thinking, okay, gotta be careful here. And there we go. Anyway, what was I talking about again? Don't remember. So yeah, back to this. Just gotta avoid getting hit by the, whatever these things. I can only assume they're like filtration things. I just don't understand exactly how they work. Because A, never in a sewer. Don't want to be. I feel like it would not be a fun experience. Secondly, what the? Oh, okay. Secondly, this is fantasy world. They can do whatever they want. What is like just a giant car wash kind of thing. I think we're almost done. But yeah, crew is just... You love the performance because you love the guy doing the performance. It's pretty much the best way to put it, you know? Okay, now gonna go up and over and down and through here. Oh, we'll be trekking back through here very soon. I can already tell you that right now. And here we are.
Whoa! Got it. Where would you be without me, eh, Dax?
Well, Jack, I probably wouldn't be 2 feet tall, fuzzy, and running around in a sewer without a pair of pants. God, I miss pants.
I'll see why Daxter ain't showing nothing off. But he does have a point. He does have a point. Up here. And yeah, that was Statue of Mar. Gotta wonder how Daxter climbs up that stuff, cause I get he's like part squirrel, but don't squirrels climb with like their claws and stuff? I don't think Daxter has any claws. I think it's just, you know, fur. Maybe he's got good grip. I don't know. But yeah, that was a fairly simple level. It's. I feel like with the jet board sections, it's short enough where it's like it doesn't overstay its welcome, but there's enough going on that you have a lot of fun doing it. Ooh, so we got a little mission for our mechanic. Let's do one more mission for crew, and then tackle that one because that's going to be the start of a very fun, if not frustrating. Okay. I guess we'll stop by Brooders afterwards too. Because that should be the first of an ongoing sort of random pop side quest. If I remember correctly. I'll have to take a look at it. Because I need to remember the context of that one. That one is a very important quest that we got to do, but I don't remember at which points we do it. If my memory serves correct. Either way, let's go deal with the fat guy, who's more gut than man. And I said it before, I say it again, but the guy just has no pelvis. It's like all stomach, some dangly legs, and maybe a face.
Keep away from me!
The glass eye.
So there I was, toe-to-toe with 5 of the nastiest metalheads you ever saw. Slime oozing from monstrous jaws, teeth sharper than daggers. Slowly, all 10 of them surround me. But do I surrender? No! I summon my highly trained killer instincts and pounce! Ya! Kwa! Wah! And when the dust cleared, there were 20 less metalheads in the world.
Oh, Daxter, you're amazing.
Yeah, I know. Scratch me there.
Quite a story there, Golden Boy. I guess you're just the animal I need for another dangerous gig. Combat metalheads have now been spotted right here in Haven Forest. These new bad boys have special camouflage, so they're tough to spot. But I'm sure with your killer instincts, you'll manage. Go to the forest and take them all out.
Daxter, you and your big mouth. Starting to wonder if that really was Jack's fault, if you just got into more trouble than was worth. Also, that scene is going to be the start of something you're going to see recurrently with Daxter. His tendency to tell stories. Which, oddly enough, if my memory serves correct, they retconned to being a thing he did in his own game. Which, when we get on to doing that, I'll get into that more. But the one thing I liked about that detail, it kind of shows that Tess is kind of dumb. Either she's kind of dumb or she's just going with it because she likes him. I don't know why she likes the 2-foot-tall orange rodent, but she does. If my I was gonna say, oh yeah, the story starts off with Daxter saying, yeah, I was surrounded by 5 guys, and it ended with there were 20 less. It's like, Daxter, I think your math's a bit off. I think your math's just a wee bit off.
Please advise. Suspect's description.
Go to here, and then go through here, and I think this is gonna be the last of the crew missions for a little bit. Or I guess technically crew and Sig, since Sig doesn't get his own special mission. And we're going back, in this one we're going back to my favorite section of the forest we cut. Well, favorite section, I like the forest in general. So I'm going back to that to kill some metalheads. Oh, also I should mention, I don't think I brought it up before, but the slowdown you see when Jack is entering Crew's bar, yeah, that is not an issue with the PS4 port of Jak 2. That's been an issue since the original Jak 2 in the PlayStation 2. Because I remember specifically thinking, what's with all the juddering? And because I had no concept of loading at the time, I think what's going on is that it deload that, you know, the procedural generation of the game. I feel like with Crew's bar, it deloads all the assets the moment the doors close, and then reloads them the moment they open. So it's like every single ass is getting loaded in like one big chunk. We gotta shoot 30 combat metalheads. Okay. Now the upside to this is that the combat metalheads, as they're called, are actually pretty easy to fight. At least in my opinion. Because you don't have to worry about dealing with as many of them, and the ones you do deal with, they don't have that much health, you know? Which is kind of a staple in games, that anytime you have to deal with a stealth version of an enemy, they are usually not that much harder than the basic variant. And you may be wondering why I said usually. Well, special mention to the Halo 1 Stealth Elites. Because you play that game on Legendary, and guess what? They become Golden Elites with swords. Some of y'all don't know what that's about? Well, let me break it down to you. In the original Halo, you had several versions of the Elites. And they were each color-coded to denote their difficulty. The Blue Elites were typically the easiest ones. They were still a challenge, but they were typically the easier the Elites to fight. Their shields weren't as strong, and they only used plasma rifles. Then you had the red ones, they were a little bit more aggressive, and their shields were much stronger. And then you had the gold elites, which usually had swords that could one-shot you, no matter what you did. Then you had the stealth elites, well, before that, which were essentially... I don't know what they're doing. Which were... there's an orb right there. Which were essentially just the blue elites, but you couldn't see them too clearly. And by too clear, I mean it's the basic, you know, the what's what I'm looking for here? The shimmering outline where you can make out enough of the detail, but the hitbox was so precise that you could end up shooting through one of the arms and miss it. So yeah, you got that going for you. And then in the legendary difficulty, they will throw randomly the golden elites with the swords. You have the most health in the game. Oh, these things. Okay, you have the most health in the game, and they well, they're invisible. And they throw them in places where they will just ambush you and just take you out for dinner and make you pay the bill. So yeah, usually stealth enemies in games usually have lesser health, but they're harder to hit because they're usually much faster, and you know, because they're stealth, harder to see. These metalheads operate on that principle because they are just okay. I'm just gonna stop going that way because I can't seem to get a grip on that particular steering part. But yeah, these are pretty much following the same logic because they're usually, I want to say it's like 3 hits to kill them, like 3 punches, I should say. Okay, I messed that up entirely. It's like 3 hits and then like twice that for the you throw off my groove. And then twice that for the guns, I believe. But in this one, you can pretty much shoot them once and then hit them, and they're dead. Okay. There we go. There we got 17 left. So yeah, just keep that in mind when doing this section. This shouldn't be too hard. If they really want to make this section hard, they should have like shot like 10 that surround you like 15 at a time and gone from there. But I guess they wanted to just make it a little bit on the fair side. Okay, no, that was just purple flowers. There we go. Combo, baby. Oh, I can't wait till we get to Jak 3 because there's a combo I love doing in that game that just decimates the entire room. There we go. Also, another thing going back to the Daxter story, if my memory serves correct, the Daxter story he's telling is actually from his own game. I think they actually... Okay, that was me misjudging how far that punch was going to go. But yeah, I think they actually show off that part in the game. I think. When we get to it, we'll get to it. I've only ever seen some playthroughs of it online, so hopefully I'll be proven right. Also, another trick to keep with the invisible enemies here that I didn't point out when we did the original missions, but what Jak will do, if you pay attention to Jak, he'll actually look in the direction of the enemies. So, even though they're invisible, you can use Jak's line of sight to better see where they are. So let's say you're down to your last invisible enemy, and you're like, where is this guy? I can't find him. If you look at Jak close enough while you're exploring the areas, he will occasionally tilt his head in the direction of the enemies. And that's how you know. Also, why aren't you stealth? Okay, some more orbs. Yeah, let's keep that in mind. I don't know if they did that intentionally, like to give you a heads up of where the enemies are, or if they just that was something that they did for the base game anyway to give you an idea of where things are at, but didn't what's the one looking for here? Didn't. This would be one over here, right? No. I guess I was mistaken in that one. But I think they did that to either A, make it easier, or B, that was something they did initially just to give Jak a little like, oh yeah, he is actually looking at the enemies you're fighting. So it's not just like, oh, it's just a guy looking. It's just whatever, you know. Okay, see, that was my focus when I tried to readjust. I walked forward. Daxter, what are you doing? Please tell me I didn't reset the counter. If it did, I'm gonna cut. Yep, we're gonna cut. Alright. And we're back. And yeah, okay. Okay, that wasn't it. My bad. There we go. That old spinning trick usually works. I also forget to mention that when I say I like the forest theme, I specifically like the forest theme when you're riding the jet board. Because the for some reason the bass it adds, or at least the background beat it adds, just, in my opinion, amps up the music for me. I don't know why, it just does. And I want to say that how they did it was, they technically have the gun track and the jet board track playing on loop in the background. So that way whenever you get on it, it always feels like it's in tune with the music. Or at least that's what it feels like. One more to go. I think I missed a few in the opening section. Okay. I think that should do it for this section. Get one last loop around. Also, another trick you can use, and you probably caught on to it, it's kind of like me to bring it up, but pretty much all the stealth metalheads, you'll notice them by their skull gem on their head. Even when you have taken it from them and have to redo the mission again, they still have the skull gem glow. And if not, you can see it by their eyes. And that's one I missed. Should be two left. Let's see, there is one over there. And as you get closer to them, you'll see the golden yellow outline of their stealth suit, you know? Let's see, now where is this one? I know you're around here somewhere. You can't hide from me. Okay, there you go. There's one more left. Nope, never mind. Found him. There he is. A hunting we will go, a hunting we will go, hi-ho the merry-o, a hunting we will go. And
You wasted them all! I'm still not sure why combat metalheads are scouting this close to the city. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could handle this gig. Nice work.
well, that's interesting. Even though Sig works for Crew and Sig should know that Crew knows about the metalhead deal with the Baron. Especially considering he was in the room when Jack questioned him about it. Why wouldn't he know why there were metalhead scouts near the area? He should just assume, oh, the Baron just has him doing that. But it's very clear that these metalheads are scouting much closer than what they should be for the deal to allow. You know what I mean? At any rate, I've been Anansi, I've been Jack 2, and I'll catch you next time.